Good morning, folks. Happy Friday, April 17th, and I'm just reaching out to you to give you a little update of what we've been doing in case you haven't been able to catch up with us on Google Meets at 8 o'clock every morning. We are still in National Poetry Month. That's right, and we are reading a poem a day. We are on our second week of reading a poem a day, so there should be 5 poems for each day of the week. That's a poem a day. Maybe you want to read one poem a day. Maybe you want to read 2. Maybe you want to read all 5. Be our guest. The whole point of this is for you to read them at your own time, pace, and leisure. At the end of each document, you will notice there are like 2, maybe 3 questions that you need to answer, all right, based on what you've read. So make sure you're getting those done. You might read a poem and say, wow, this was awesome. And you might want to research that author and look up more poems by them. That's great, because that's the whole magic of National Poetry Month. All right, folks? And as a matter of fact, what was it, like 2 weeks ago, we posted a poem by Pablo Neruda called Ode to a Large Tuna in the Market. And guess what? We are writing our own poem based on that form that he created. And that form is called free verse poetry. And we're creating a free verse observation poem. So I want you to find a basic object in your house. It could be anything. For example, I chose a guitar pick, right? It's these tiny little piece of plastic that I use. And someone's going to say, oh, big whoop, how are you going to write a poem about a guitar pick? You said there, yeah, okay. Sure, fine, great, I get it. But this means so much more to me than just playing 6 strings or whatever, all right? This means a lot. And now I want to take this simple little object and paint a picture using words, phrases that create images in my mind's eye and the reader's mind's eye. So what is it going to be for you? What is it, something around your house that means a lot to you, okay? And that's where we're going to create our observation poem. Look at Pablo Neruda's poem. He goes to the market and sees this big, large, dead tuna sitting on a bed of like lettuce and vegetables and all these things, right? Okay. But what is he doing there? He's imagining what life that magnificent fish had before it ended up on a shelf in the market, right? That's the magic of writing these sort of observation poems in free verse. And don't forget, free verse poetry doesn't have to rhyme, doesn't have to have a rhythm, nor, a meter or anything like that. Really, you're just painting a picture with the words and what sits before you. Use figurative language. Take those adjectives that you would use to describe this basic object and turn it into pretty words or figurative language. All right, folks? Do your best and think about it. Take your time with this. But make sure you're keeping up with us. All right? Because eventually, as we write maybe 2 or 3 more poems this month, Mrs. Drost and I would like to compile them into an ebook of your poetry. Isn't that great? Yes, that's right. You are going to be published. I think it's going to be awesome. So make sure you're keeping up with what we're doing in ELA 7 Roars or Roars Drost. One last thing. I did share a video with you today from TED Ed, all right? And it's called What Makes a Poem a Poem, all right? Is it the basic rhyming, perfect, beautiful, classic poems that we see? Sure. Or are they something as simple as a Twitter post, which you'll see in the video? I don't want to spoil it too much for you, so make sure you watch it and check it out. As always, if you have any questions at all, please email me at crohrs@gestk12.org. We miss you. Enjoy the weekend, and we'll see you Monday. Have a good one. Bye.